Dance Moms, it's Dana with Dance-tastic. Welcome back. This is our third video in our video series. In our first video, we covered dancer hair and some simple styles that you could do for class or performance. And then our second video was about some Dance Mom essentials. Cheap, inexpensive things you could get that just make your Dance Mom life easier. The links are posted in case you missed them. You can go back and catch up. But now that you've mastered hair and you've got that dance bag all packed, let's move to something that'll make you an absolute Dance Mom rock star. Saving money. Dance is expensive any way you look at it. You have tuition, competition fees, hotel room fees, costumes, dancewear, shoes, the list goes on and on. Who wouldn't like to save some money? There are some simple ways that you can save some money, but there's also ways that you can just make what you have last longer, which takes me to our first thing, dance shoes. Dance shoes are one of the more expensive investments that you're going to make as a dance mom. And normally by the end of the year, them shoes look terrible. They're scuffed from the marley floor. They're just yuck. They're all funky looking. And rather than going out and buying a brand new pair just because the others look bad, try a little cleanup first. What I recommend for tap shoes especially is just some simple toothpaste and a toothbrush. Just take it, go over it, clean up the scuffs. A lot of times it will take almost all of it off. All the scuffs, all the dirt, and the shoes will look almost like new enough that you can let them go for a little while longer rather than buying a brand new pair. Another thing you can do is, it never seems to fail, kiddos always get a growth spurt right before the year-end recital. So their shoes, their feet are all crunched up in their shoes. Well, why go out and buy a brand new pair at the end of the season when their feet are probably still going to grow more over the summer? You can put it off if they're not going to dance over the summer especially. You can put it off by simply stretching their shoes. Now you can only get right at about half a size out of them, but have your kiddo put on a thick pair of socks and put their shoes on, and then you need to stand above them with a hair dryer on low. You're not wanting to really like cook the shoe, but you're wanting to heat the leather up. As you heat it up, it becomes more pliable and it will stretch enough that you can get a little bit more use out of the shoe. Now, I don't recommend the dryer on high, and ballet shoes, definitely on low, and probably further away because ballet shoes are thinner, so the leather's going to heat up quicker. Another thing you can do is saving your dancewear. Dancewear gets ruined if you put it in the dryer. So if you're going to wash it in the washer, you can hand wash it, but who has time for that? If you're going to wash it in the washing machine, I recommend getting a lingerie bag. This is one that we sell here at the store, but Walmart sells them. I'm sure Myers does, Target. Just a simple lingerie bag. Throw your leotards, tights, anything like that in there to wash it, and they will last longer. And then hang them to dry. If you throw them in the dryer, it ruins the elasticity of the material. And for tights, it will make them snag and tear much easier. You can also spend a little bit extra money, which it does help you in the long run, but spend some extra money and get some run resistant tights. We sell some here at the store, but I don't really want to get into selling a whole bunch of stuff. Just if you're interested in that, send me a message and I'll let you know the brand. But run resistant tights can make your tights last a little longer, and buying good quality dancewear to start with helps, but that's a little difficult to do when your kiddos are young and they're outgrowing stuff every month. So you got to kind of just weigh that as far as, is it better to spend less now and have to replace it, or spend more and it will last longer, but your kiddo's going to outgrow it. Which brings me back to shoes. A lot of times people will want to save money by getting hand-me-down shoes. I'm speaking not just as a dance retailer, but as a dance mom. That's a horrible idea. Number one, ew. Sorry, that's just ew. And number two, especially like ballet and jazz shoes, they form to your child's foot. As your child wears them, they kind of mold to it. So then if another dancer tries to use that shoe, it's not going to fit the same way, and it's going to rub and make blisters and so forth. And still, ew. I mean, come on, we've all smelled those dance bags. No thank you. Another thing that you can do, especially if you're a competition mom, some of my suggestions are more geared towards competition moms, but some of them, it's just across the board dance mom stuff that's awesome. But this one is very specific to competition moms. One of our biggest expenses is hotel rooms. I spend a fortune every year in hotel rooms. So one way that you can save money is by teaming up with your dance bestie and splitting the cost of a room, staying together and splitting the cost of a room. That works great. If you don't want to do that, check out sites like hotels.com, Priceline, especially hotels.com. They have it where you stay so many nights, I think it's 10 nights or 9 nights, and you get the 10th free, something. You stay so many nights, you get a night free. That normally for us equals 1 free night every year. You can also check out like Marriott Rewards. Hyatt Hotels has a rewards program. I'm not a fan of those because you can't always find that hotel chain where you're staying. I like a rewards program that I can use with any hotel chain. That way I'm not as limited, but it's personal preference. I mean, I have to say, when we go places, Marriott is one of the hotels I'm like, well, that one's pretty good. They're always nice and clean and not that expensive. So it's a give and take. Whichever one works for you. Hotel rewards programs or hotels.com works great. There's an app that you can get. If I can't do this, I'm way too neurotic. I like to have everything laid out. But if you can put things off till the last minute, and some of us, that's just how we like to operate. If you can put things off till the last minute, there's an app called Hotels Tonight. And that app will find you the cheapest hotel that night. It's not, the last time I was on there, it's not something that you could really do ahead of time. It was something you had to do that night. So if you like to fly by the seat of your pants, that's an option. And the hotel rooms are usually really cheap, very, very cheap. But it may not be as close to the venue as you want, or it may not be the perfect hotel that you want. Okay, another thing that all dance moms can use, that is a booster club. Get all your dance mom friends together and form a booster club. It's an actual formation. It's a nonprofit organization, but it's wonderful because, like the one for my daughter's dance studio, they work games at a stadium, concerts at this stadium, and they get money for that. The tips especially. The tips are amazing. They do, oh my goodness, I think right now they're getting ready to sell jewelry. They do many things to raise money, and it's all nice and organized, and of course they get the best deals because they have tax ID numbers and they can get wholesale cost on so much stuff. It's wonderful, okay? Get a booster club together. There's all kinds of advice online about how to form one, and then the funds from the booster club can go support, I think it's everything except for actual tuition itself. Anything required for dance, including competition fees, hotel rooms, costumes, basic dance wear, shoes, hairnets, hairpins, makeup if it's required. Anything that is required for dance other than tuition you can use. Another great option is just random fundraisers. These, you got to be organized, but you don't necessarily have to be a booster club to do them. A popular one is donuts, selling donuts. Sounds ridiculous, but like my dance store is right next to a Porter Paints. Donuts would do amazing here because on Saturday mornings the dancers could come, set up outside and sell donuts as people are coming in to buy their paint for their weekend projects. They would make a killing. Okay, find a location like that. Go to Krispy Kreme. They offer group discounts. Go to Krispy Kreme, buy some donuts, go and sell them. Okay, covered shifts between yourselves. It's not that bad. Everybody has time to work to save money. A lot of people don't like to volunteer, but if it's just in half an hour to an hour shifts, it doesn't blow your whole Saturday, and then split it up between everyone. Okay, it's a great way to make money for dance. Another way, which I've been pitching forever, is a flamingo fundraiser. It sounds ridiculous, but I love this idea. You buy plastic flamingos off of, say, AliExpress or Amazon, wherever. Okay, everybody chips in and you buy these plastic flamingos, the yard flamingos. And then people pay to have the dance parents go and flamingo a yard. Okay? And you can put up a sign to promote your studio that says, you know, you've been flocked by such and such a studio. And then people can also buy insurance against getting flocked. So if you advertise the fundraiser, the flamingo fundraiser, people will either come in and buy insurance to not get flocked, or they're going to pay to have their friend flocked. And it's a great fundraiser around like April Fool's Day, over the summer when, you know, there's not a whole lot going on that you can do to really raise money for the dance program. And then this one, I don't want to go into it too much because, again, I don't really want to use our free videos for selling, but I do want to touch on it. You can always reach out to dancewear brands and see if they offer a cash back on things you purchase as a studio. For example, one of our best-selling brands, Eurotard, they offer what they call a dress code solution. A studio signs up for that, and when people from the studio either go to a participating Eurotard retailer or they order online at Eurotard.com, the studio gets 5% back from that purchase, which, I mean, it doesn't sound like much, but when you have a whole studio buying tights, leotards, shoes, because they even have shoes, it adds up. And that 5%, maybe it only covers one competition fee for each dancer, but hey, that's one competition fee that's not coming out of your pocket, which is awesome. If you want more information on that, again, you can message me. I'll give you the information, but I don't want to spend any more time on that one during our video. Another thing that you can do, speaking of cash back, is cashback credit cards. This is great for those monthly tuition fees, hotel rooms, anything. Just remember, be responsible, pay it off every month, but something that gives you cash back. That way you're getting an extra little bonus. It's kind of like getting an extra discount. You get the cash back from your card, and you can put that towards more dance stuff or towards paying off the card, whatever you need to do. But cash back cards are great for dance. I would also recommend a few other programs, especially if you do end up doing a booster club. Amazon Smile. Because a booster club is a nonprofit with a tax ID number, you can be registered for the Amazon Smile program, which means when people shop on Amazon using, I think it's using your link, or maybe you specify that that is the charity that you want associated with your account, any shopping that you do, you get a % of that back to that charity, such as your booster club. That is a great thing to set up, especially going into the Christmas season, because we're all doing that. We're all shopping on Amazon for all of our Christmas stuff. Why not get a little bit of the money back? Another option is this wonderful website called FlipGive. It was originally set up, I think, for gymnastics, hence the name FlipGive. But you can set it up where it's your account and you get a percentage. I believe it's kind of like the Amazon Smile program. If you're shopping, excuse me, if you're shopping at different websites that use that link, then you get a percentage of that back. It's a great way, again, during Christmas to get money back for dance. Anything to cut those dance costs. Another thing that I always recommend is consider meals when you're a competition parent. You are going to spend a fortune if you are out of town at a dance competition eating, okay? Look for ways to curb that. One way is packaged breakfasts, okay? Grab some honey buns, some powdered donuts, something like that, and take that for breakfast rather than hitting up the Starbucks, okay? Lunch and dinner, there's not a lot you can do there, but watch the coupons that come in to your mailbox and just be ready. Pizza coupons are great because you can always order a pizza, have it sent to your room. A great way to, number one, eat, because you never know when you're getting done with dance. And pizza coupons come in my email all the time, so that's a great way to cut your meal expenses. We do have a lot more great ideas on different ways that you can save money as a dance mom in our new secret project that's coming up, but I'll talk more about that in upcoming weeks. For now, I would love to hear your tips on saving money, because dance moms, we are strapped often. I mean, we really are. So if you have some tips, by all means, comment and share them below. Give us a like and just keep watching, because our next video is going to be coming out in just a few days with some exciting news. Happy dancing!